What's up, everybody? It's Felix here from HeyDon'tShoot.com and FelixGPhoto.com, and we're here at the Farmers Market in El Paso, Texas to talk about this great little camera. It's the Fujifilm X100S. Now, why am I talking about this Fujifilm X100S when they've already come out with the upgrades to it, the X100T and the X100F? Well, the reason why is because what I want to talk about is that you don't always necessarily need the latest technology to get great photos. This camera came out in 2014, that's only 3 years ago. It's a 16 megapixel sensor which takes beautiful photos. It's got this great Fujinon 23mm lens, which is a 35mm equivalent on full frame. And I love it. This is one of my favorite cameras, so I just want to show you that still today it takes amazing pictures. You don't need to spend all that extra money if you don't want to. You can get one of these used for about $500 or $600, whereas the X100F is, I think, around $1,000, something like that. So let me show you what great photos this awesome camera takes. It's one of my favorites. Thanks for watching.
Special thanks once again to my good friend David Davis for helping me out behind the camera today. He invited me out to the local farmist and artist market where he was working in an official capacity, making a video for the event organizers. He made use of his DJI Spark drone, which is extremely capable given its small size. I was impressed with the usability and image quality that this micro drone can produce, and will be reviewing it on this channel in the future. I'll post a link to David's YouTube channel in the description, or just search YouTube for David Davis. He's been kind enough to help me out with my vlogs from time to time, and he just started vlogging as well, and I plan to return the favor by getting behind the camera for him. The major differences between the X100S and the latest X100F is that the X100S features a 16 megapixel sensor, while the X100F comes in at 24 megapixels. The X100F also has built-in Wi-Fi and has a faster maximum shutter speed. There are other differences to consider as well, but none of which really impact the real-world performance of the X100S. This is a perfect street and general photography camera. The X100S can be had for a great bargain. I used the money I saved over buying the newer X100F by adding a few accessories like a nice leather half case and thumb grip. This camera turns a lot of heads, and I always get comments from people who think it's a film camera thanks to the cool retro design. And now let's take a walk around the farmers and artist market to see some sample shots taken with the Fujifilm X100S as we enjoy a beautiful day.
That's a really cool camera.
Fuji X100S. Like, we're making a video about this camera, and that way I can show the point of view from the camera and then drop the photo in the edit, you know. So,
Really neat.
Sal, nice to meet you.
Veronica.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. This would be a good macro shot. Get a close-up.
I really love the macro focus capability of the X100S. It captures stunning close-up detail, even handheld. You'll get to see some more macro sample photos later in the video as well. This feature is easily accessible with a button on the back of the camera and allows you to get as close as 10 centimeters to your subject. One thing I've always loved about Fuji cameras are the rich colors you can capture straight out of the camera shooting in JPEG mode. Most casual users are not going to be shooting in RAW, so it's important for a camera like this to be able to render beautiful JPEGs, and all of the Fujis I've ever shot with capture amazing colors.
It's actually a pretty cool picture. This takes really good close-up macro shots.
David and I had a fun day of shooting. We made some new friends, and those of you who know me well know that I would not be able to resist the temptation of riding on the toy train.
You must be on break. I want a train ride. Let's get this Santa head. Hi, aren't you guys dressed so nice? You're all very fashionable. Can I get a group shot of you? Sure. 2, 3, one more. 1, 2, 3. I love people that care about fashion and style, you know?
The bottom line is that the Fujifilm X100S is an amazing camera that proves that you don't have to get caught up in the marketing hype of the latest and greatest, and you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a great camera. Camera companies are releasing newer, more expensive cameras at an alarming rate, which is good news for buyers like me because it means if I just wait a little while and have some patience, those same cameras will significantly drop in price within a year or so. And now let's take a look at the rest of today's photos.
We just did some, I would call it street photography here at the Farmers Market in El Paso, Texas. It's called the Upper Valley Farmers Market. So thanks to my good friend David Davis for inviting me down, and to Beto, who is the organizer here of the event. So we did some photography with this Fujifilm X100S. It's a great all-around camera for street photography, portraits, things of that nature. If you're not turned off by the fixed focal length, I wouldn't be. You want to get closer to your subject, just move your feet. And as you saw in some of the video today, we made some new friends, and that's one of the advantages of having to get close to your subjects, is make some new friends. Anyways, I really love this camera. If you're on a budget, there's no reason to spend $1,300. This camera, you can get them used for like $500, $600. It's a great deal. So I highly recommend this camera. It's still viable in 2017, even though it's a 2014 model. So check it out. It's one of my favorites, Fuji X100S. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, tell me what you think about the Fuji X100S, and we'll see you next time on Hey Don't Shoot.